Have you ever harvested lavender? When I moved to Hvar in 2002, I had no idea about the island, and nor did a friend of mine, a guy called Mark. And soon after, his girlfriend came to visit from London, and she got a little bit sick, and she was saying, "Is there lavender on this island?" And he was saying, "No, I don't think so." And she said, "I'm allergic to lavender and I feel really, really sick." And that's how I discovered actually that Hvar is a lavender island. It's an island which is blessed with beauty. But if you go through the fields of Hvar in late June, it's just the smell of it, just seeing the lavender fields going, it's incredible. And I've been very blessed to have a friend called Hvar, a famous photographer, who back in 2012, I think, planted a field of lavender up on the top of the island. He invited me in 2013 to come and harvest the first ever harvest. He told me we had to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, which I don't normally do. We drove to the top of the island, and it was an incredible place with just panoramic views of everything on top of this most beautiful island. And there was this beautifully arranged field of 300 very small lavender bushes. And Hvar, who's very good at taking photographs but not very good at working, had hired a local guy to do all the cutting. And so we were there, and this guy made very, very quick work of it. He then pressed this lavender and got, I think, 2.5 litres of oil. Over the years, I've seen this lavender field grow, and every year, without fail, for the first 6 or 7 years, I was there at the harvest. I would go at 4 o'clock in the morning, would go up there. There'd always be a grill afterwards, and every year Hvar's face was just really, really happy because he got 3 litres or 4 litres or 4.5 litres. And he lives most of his life in Los Angeles, but he's a boy from Split. This lavender is probably his most prized possession, and every year when he goes home back to LA with his 3 or 4 litres, he said that every night before he goes to bed, he puts a little drop of lavender on his pillow so that when he goes to sleep, he can think of Dalmatia and he sleeps like a baby. Lavender oil is incredibly good for you. The whole lavender experience in Hvar is fantastic. There is even a lavender festival every year in Velograblia, a little village just outside Hvar town, which used to be the centre of lavender production for all of Dalmatia. And there's even a legend that of how the lavender started, and this was in the village. There was this very poor boy, and he fell in love with a girl from a higher social status, and they wanted to marry, but he had no money, and so he went to the priest to ask him for advice, and the priest said, "Plant lavender." He thought the priest was laughing at him, but actually he did as he said, and he started producing this lavender oil, which was exported to Paris, and he became so successful that he was not only able to build his own house, but he was able to marry the girl and make his living from lavender. Lavender is a very, very emotive thing with the people in Dalmatia. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. If you ever get the chance just to come during the lavender season in June and early July, it's a wonderful thing to behold. And if you become friends with Hvar and want to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm sure he would welcome you at the next harvest.